All right, welcome everyone. This is a little strange setup, especially because I'm not in the same room as you guys. So if you have something to tell me, you'll have to do it in the chat. We'll wait a couple more minutes before we get started, see if a few more people join. Looks like we have at least one person from every team, but if you can't hear me and it just looks like I'm talking, but you can't hear any noise, please let me know in the chat. Or if you have any questions, let me know. And I'm going to mute myself briefly to yell at my children, but other than that, you can probably hear me. Can you hear me now, Meg? All right, if you are having a problem with the live chat, it says live chat is disabled for this stream. That was something that I had to change right before we started. Apparently, if a video is appropriate for children, you actually can't have live chat. So this is now designated as not appropriate for children. But go ahead, if you can't use the chat, you can go out and come back in, and then you should be able to use it. Yay, Lewis. Yeah, not appropriate for children, even though I'm sure mine can hear every word that I'm saying, but it's fine. They're fine. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and talk a little bit about the rules for trivia. I don't have anybody in their swimsuits for this trivia. If you were also yesterday, you know that I like celebrity swimsuit photos, particularly vintage ones. The swimsuits were so ridiculous. And ones where LeBron James is in an inflatable donut, because who doesn't like that? But tonight we're going to do this live. So I'll just be reading questions. I will put the questions in the chat. So if there's something you can't understand, if my accent is particularly Southern today, or you just miss a word, you will see the questions in the chat. I will read all 8 questions per round, kind of rapid fire. put them in the chat, and then you can go to your Zoom room, talk about your answers, submit them through that first Google form that I sent the link for. And then I will grade them. During that middle period while I'm scoring, there will be a link to a clue for tonight's bonus question. And then we'll start the second round. And at the end of the second round, you will make a wager, kind of Final Jeopardy style. I will give you a scoring update so you'll know how many points you have. And at that point, you'll wager 0 points up into the amount of points that you currently have. And if you get the bonus question right, you'll earn those points. If you miss the bonus question, you'll lose those points. I'll give you about another minute. If you have any questions about that, you can put them in the chat. The only other thing is the first 4 questions are worth 5 points apiece, and then every 4 questions, they go up incrementally. So questions 5 through 8 are worth 10 points. Questions 9 through 12 are worth 15, and questions 13 through 16 are worth 20 points. And they increase in difficulty too, I hope. It's always hard to figure out what other people will find difficult, but at least in terms of what I think is difficult, they will increase. All right. So we're going to go ahead and get started. This is question number 1 of round number 1. According to legend that is mostly fabricated, who famously shouted, "The British are coming," during his midnight ride in 1775? Question number 2. According to the Brookings Institute, what generation is defined as people born between 1981 and 1996? Question number 3. The Duchess was the debut solo studio album by what former member of the Black Eyed Peas? Question number 4. Larry Bird played his entire NBA career for what franchise? Next 4 questions will be worth 10 points apiece. Yipes, Y-I-P-E-S, is the zebra mascot for what brand of chewing gum? 6. Which of the 5 New York City boroughs lies the farthest south? Question number 6. What astrological sign of the zodiac falls from May 21st to June 20th? And question number 8 is the final question of the first half. All right, you have 8 questions. You have 8 questions in the chat. You have 10 minutes to answer them. So at 6:17, I will close that first form. And now you all get to watch me make my math face. It goes like this. Biggest in weight. I'm assuming that's the largest internal organ question. Sorry. No more follow-ups, Shira. Can you guys see or hear me? Oh, you're talking about the clue. Shira. Okay. Try that LibGuide page again. I won't lie, I have a rainbow bookshelf in my house. The picture is the clue. So you can discuss what that might possibly mean or if it means anything at all. Maybe I'm just throwing you off. I'm sorry it wasn't celebrities in their bathing suits, though. Like, I really feel like I missed an opportunity there. All right, so I have answers from all 7 teams. We have a 5-way tie for first place, all with a perfect score of 60 points. That's Lesser Gatsby's, the IN team, Sandra Slay O'Connor, Potter Stewart Knows Us When He Sees Us, and Triple Helix Dilemma. I'll go over the answers that got us there. According to legend and mostly fabricated, who famously shouted, "The British are coming," during his midnight ride in 1775? Everyone got that one right. That's Paul Revere. According to the Brookings Institute, what generation is defined as people born between 1981 and 1996? That is millennials. Question number 3, The Duchess was the debut solo studio album by what former member of the Black Eyed Peas? That is Fergie. Larry Bird played his entire NBA career for the Boston Celtics. Located in the torso and weighing 3 pounds on average, the largest internal organ in the human body is actually the liver. That was question 8. Question number 6. Yipes is the zebra mascot for what brand of chewing gum? That is Fruit Stripes. Which of the 5 New York City boroughs lies the farthest south? That is Staten Island. And what was question number 7? What astrological sign of the zodiac falls from May 21st to June 20th? Well, those dates are Gemini season. All right, so we will head into round number 2. Just in case you guys need it, I will put up the link to that form. You didn't actually need the full 10 minutes on this, but these questions are a little harder and you will only have 8 minutes to submit your form. So make sure you're on your toes for this one. Raising over $100 million in 2014, the Ice Bucket Challenge raised awareness to fight what disease? Question 10. Born in 427 BC, what Athenian philosopher is credited with establishing the first institution of higher learning in the Western world? Question 11. A, B, X, and what other letter appear on a standard keypad for the Microsoft Xbox console? Question 12. Introduced in 1992, what model of automobile by Nissan gets its name from the Latin for a higher power? Question 13. The world's largest rodent, the capybara, is native to what continent? Question 14, actually. Yep. 13. Okay, question 14. At 2,341 miles total, what is the longest river in North America? Question 15. Commonly known as E.T., Entertainment Tonight first aired in 1981 on what network? And the last question of our regular game, released in 1970, Down to Earth was the debut studio album by what American singer-songwriter? All right, you've got 8 minutes. 1 minute. All right, I have everyone's answers in. Just give me a minute to score them. There will be another link for your wager in just a minute. I'll let you know what your scores are before then. All right. So I have everyone's scores tabulated. I'll go over the answers real quick. Raising over $100 million in 2014, the Ice Bucket Challenge raised awareness to fight what disease? That is ALS, or Lou Gehrig's disease. Born in 427 BC, what Athenian philosopher is credited with establishing the first institution of higher learning in the Western world? That was Plato. Question number 11, A, B, X, and what other letter appear on a standard keypad for the Microsoft Xbox console remote? That was Y. Question number 12, introduced in 1992, what model of automobile by Nissan gets its name from the Latin for a higher power? That is Altima. Question number 13, the world's largest rodent, the capybara, is native to what continent? That is South America, although I too think it sounds very Australian. You knew that? Question number 14, at 2,341 miles total, what is the longest river in North America? That is actually the Missouri River. Question number 15, commonly known as E.T., Entertainment Tonight first aired in 1981 on what network? That was CBS. And question number 16, released in 1970, Down to Earth was the debut studio album by what American singer-songwriter? Any other of his albums, and it would have been incredibly obvious, but this one is a name that goes with none of the other ones. That is Jimmy Buffett. All right, so in first place with 185 points, and you'll want to pay attention to your score and everyone else's so you know what to wager. 185 points, we have the Lesser Gatsbys. In second place with 180, we have the Iron Team. And in third with 145, Potter Stewart Knows Us When He Sees Us. The rest of the teams in no particular order are Sandra Slay O'Connor with 140, Law Dogs with 105, Tropics and Beach Slumbers with 115, and Triple Helix Dilemma with 140. And I am going to send you now a link to where you will put your bonus wagers. This is just like Final Jeopardy. You can wager 0 points or you can wager the amount of points that you currently have. If you get this bonus question right, you will earn those points. If you miss the bonus question, you will lose those points. The bonus category tonight is literature. Once I have everyone's wager, we will move forward. One quick thing, if you submitted that form and didn't add your team name, that's on me because I didn't ask you to do that. But if you could submit it again with your team name, that would be really helpful. Thank you. And I am looking up the answer to Lewis's question. I wish I could give you bonus points for knowing, just intuiting that I made a mistake. I support that. I believe I'm still waiting on a couple of wagers, so you want to make sure you get those in so we can keep going. Again, if you did put in a wager but you didn't mention your team name, if you could submit it again, I would really appreciate it. Okay, Sandra Slay O'Connor, if you could submit your wager again. Perfect. All right, so we are going to move forward with tonight's bonus question. I'm going to give you a year and an author, and you must tell me the title of the book. All of these books have colors in their titles. So I'm giving you the year it was published and the author, and you tell me the title. You need to get 4 out of 5 correct to earn points. I do have another link for this, and I'm not going to put these in the chat because the link itself actually has them this time, but I'm going to read it first. Okay, so 1906 is Jack London. 1908, that's L.M. Montgomery. 1961, Wilson Rawls. 1982, Alice Walker. And 2013, Donna Tartt. Here's your link. It's 1906, Jack London. 1908, L.M. Montgomery. 1961, Wilson Rawls. 1982, Alice Walker. And 2013, Donna Tartt. I'm going to give you 5 minutes for this one.
answer, you can actually make it look like it's flying.
Yes, if you haven't turned in your answer yet, please put your team name in the very first question. But if you have, no need to resubmit because I feel like it's not going to be an issue. You guys are crushing this question. All right, has everyone submitted at least one version of that answer? Give you a minute or two to let me know. I would have loved to ask you about LeVar Burton. I really hope he becomes a permanent host of Jeopardy. I hope it went better for you than it did for Troy on Community. If anyone has seen that show, a character meets LeVar Burton and he's so intimidated by meeting his hero that he freaks out.
Wait, what are you guys talking about?
Trivia.
Who died?
Nobody died. Alex Trebek died. You knew that. Alex Trebek, you knew that.
I didn't know that. All I knew is the Laura Burton hosted the episodes.
Would you like to come say hi?
Am I famous?
You're famous.
I am?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're on YouTube Live. Okay. Now, Community is my favorite show ever. But yeah, the Eliza and Nora show is also pretty good. All right. So I thought I could stump you guys because some of you know I host bar trivia here in Knoxville. And I hosted a huge game. It had like 17 teams that night, or the night that this was our bonus question. And not a single team got this right. But I didn't remember I was dealing with librarians. So let's do the answers. I'm super proud of you guys. 1906, Jack London, that was White Fang. 1908, Ellen Montgomery, Anne of Green Gables. 1961, Wilson Rawls is the only one that tripped anyone up, Where the Red Fern Grows. 1982, Alice Walker, The Color Purple. In 2013, Donna Tartt, The Goldfinch. All right. So drum roll, please. In first place, the winner of a $100 gift card, Lewis Rosen, the Iron Team. Second place, 285 points, Lesser Gatsby's. That is Stacy Pilson's team. Sorry. We actually have to do a tiebreaker. 285 points, the Lesser Gatsby's, and Potter Stewart knows us when he sees us. So those two teams, I have a tiebreaker question. I need Stacy and Michelle Hook Dewey to pull up your email and get ready to send me an email. And I'm going to read the bonus question, and you're going to email me as fast as you can. I'm going to give you about 2 minutes to get this bonus question. And email me the answer. All right. Your tiebreaker question is, according to IMDb, how many episodes were there of Community? Email me that answer as quick as you can. Thank you. All right, Stacy, I need an answer from the Lesser Gatsby's. And I agree with Lewis's assessment of Community. All right, so let's see. Have to double check the same. Potter Stewart knows us when he sees us. Had a guess of 88. And Lesser Gatsby's had a guess of 110. The correct answer is 110. So someone on Lesser Gatsby's is a Community fan, it must be. So they will take second place, and Potter Stewart knows us when he sees us will take third for a $25 gift certificate. Thank you guys so much for coming out to play tonight. I know we're headed into a busy week of AA, so I appreciate you taking the time to hang out with me for a little bit. I hope you enjoyed it. The winners, Candle or I, will be contacting you soon. I want to give a shout out to Candle and the rest of the executive board, and also to Rebecca Chapman and Charlie Amiot for helping me with the promotion of this event. So thank you guys so much. I'm really looking forward to seeing you guys next year in Denver. I don't want to host virtual trivia again, but I will happily do it. But I would rather host in person. So hopefully we'll get to do that next year. All right. Thanks, everyone. Have a great night. Live trivia.